Okay, guys, welcome along. Again, I have an already simple project. It's not long now to the Christmas season will be round. Dreaded word, especially if you have kids. Not looking forward to spending lots of money on kids. Unfortunately, all my kids are grown up, so loads of grandchildren. But so I've got this piece of laburnum. I'm going to make a tree and leave the natural bottom on it. So it's a nice wee project to get you into the season of making stuff for Christmas. I have a load of stuff I have left over from last year, so I'm okay on snowmen and trees. About 2 boxes over there full of them. I think about 30 or something each. But anyway, people like to see nice pieces of wood and finished piece. The trees I make are for kids to paint and stuff, so they're left natural. They're just turned and uh, quick sand and left for the kids to paint. Uh, a lot of people buy them for their kids coming up to Christmas and let them decorate their own tree. So it's a good idea. Same with the snowman. Um, so there are a couple of things I do every year. I make these uh, trees with lights in, and if you follow my YouTube channel, you'll come across one of the videos that I made this on. So it's about 13 inches high with the base and all on it, and there's a set of 20 lights, and they're battery operated, and the battery goes under the base, and that's the safest way to do them. You, uh, I wouldn't do any electrical work uh, and do it that way. This is a safer option. We battery operated Christmas tree, and again, I just sand those and give them a wee coat of sanding sealer and a wee wax. I don't do anything else to them, and even natural. So enough about that. So we'll get to the job in hand, which is this bit of laburnum. We'll get it mounted into the chuck. Going to put it between centers to get it turned and get a tenon on it. So I think we'll make this end the bottom. There's two wee bits there, it's missing the bark, but I'm going to leave a natural piece. I don't know, maybe make it that end. Well, don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Uh, right. Safety in mind, as always. Check your lathe. All the things are tight, and your speed's turned down. If you have variable speed, I know a lot of people don't have variable speed, but if you do, make sure the speed's turned down before you start the lathe up. Now, there's not a straight end on any of these, so I'm going to cut two new ends on with the parting tool. We have a big branch which coming out of here, so I might make that the top, and we'll turn most of that away and so on. There's a wee bit of vibration here. need the screw chisel to give me an angle on this for the dovetail. Okay, that's that in. I suppose it doesn't really matter about this end because I'm going to be turning that away anyway, so we'll just have a wee look at this and see what we're like. Right, we'll get that spindle roughing gouge in the chuck and turn some of this away. This is where this big branch was coming out of the piece. Turn the speed up. We'll stop and have a wee look and see what's happening here. Right, that's okay. Need to straighten that up a wee bit, so we'll do that with it. Around your screw chisel. Right, I'm not doing any more of that until we get the top of this sorted. Right, so we want to set this out and put our branches on. So put one there, 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 and I'm just doing this by eye. Okay, I'm just going to make a wee cut on the edge of the screw. Okay. Then we'll just start nice and gentle, cut the branches in. Right, that's okay. Just taking that off a second. Stop that and have an RV look at it. Right. Some nice colour, some nice figuring as well in it. Right, so we're going to shorten shape of this bottom here. Laburnum and you have lovely grain in them, and when you put finish on them, it just sort of pop. I like to do in the wee trees like this here. Ones with lovely green in it and colour seem to go well when you're selling them at your craft stall. They seem to go first before anything else. Just taking the excess paste off. You can see it coming off in the cloth. When it stops transferring onto your cloth, you can be sure that you've got it all off before you apply your final finish. We'll go with that. So we need to get a parting tool in. We'll go with the big parting tool and then we'll change over to the wee thin one. It just gives me enough room to get in there. Like so. There it is. So that's our tree. We'll just remove that and move that out of the way. It just needs a wee sand on the bottom. We'll get a wee sanding disc in the chuck. And we'll just give that a wee sand to clean that up. That's all that needed. On a wee block of wood so I can lift it away. Right, we taste the lager. I'll probably give that about 3 coats, allowing it to dry. I'm going to call that one done, guys, and that's the end of that wee project. So I'm going to go and do another wee practice, but I'm going to break them up so they're not running too long for each of them. Next wee project will be a piece of yew. So we'll end that video here and we'll catch up on the next one. Bye.